For the longest time, I thought to become a better artist, you need to be good at drawing, you need to be good at anatomy, you need to be good at perspective. But being good at art is not limited to actual drawing, or it's not actually about skills. As a beginner artist, social media makes you feel like you need to be perfect at art. But over the past few years, I have realized that the best way to get better at art is not actually learning new habits, but actually to stop the bad ones. Here are the five things that I completely stopped doing that actually saved my creativity. Point number one, I stopped throwing away bad drawings. And before I move forward, let me just correct myself. I don't want to call drawings as good or bad because bad ones are just something which didn't meet your potential. Now, coming back to my first point, as everybody out there, I also had this habit that whenever I used to feel like this particular drawing is not meeting my expectations, I used to just go ahead and erase those drawings. And I think as an art community, we all should take a pledge that we won't be discarding those drawings. For me, I had this habit of erasing all my artwork. And unfortunately, today, if I want to see like my growth, where I was, where I am now, I don't have anything to compare because I have erased all those drawings. It would have been nice if I could see that, oh, this is where I was, this is what I was stuck with. I was not good at drawing maybe eyes, and today I'm able to draw them, at least not perfectly, then at least I'm able to draw proper outlines, I'm able to sketch them. There is absolutely no reference of my previous drawings, and I realize everything that you scribble in your sketchbook should be in your sketchbook no matter what. It is okay to leave your drawings midway. It is okay if you feel like, oh, I'm not able to proceed forward, or I'm not connecting with this piece anymore, then just leave it midway, just leave it halfway, which is much, much, much better than actually ripping it off or erasing it off. At least you will have memories. The best way to do is just date those drawings and leave them as it is and move forward. Start with the fresh page, start with the fresh sketchbook if you want, but just move forward, but don't erase them, because we need those drawings to compare ourselves, to see our growth. It is a very good way of getting motivated with your own artwork and appreciating your own self and your journey. So I would really urge everybody out there to stop throwing, discarding, erasing your precious artwork. Be proud of what you have drawn. Point number two, I stopped trying to fill every inch of the page. To this date, I believe in empty canvas is equals to anxiety. I still get those anxiety attacks whenever I see a blank canvas. And imagine if you've got a massive canvas, like a A4 sheet. The huge drawing books or huge sketchbooks, they would really give you anxiety of what you are supposed to actually draw. Whenever I open my sketchbook, the first anxiety I get is how am I gonna fill this particular page? Now, there are two parts to this. First, stop thinking that you have to fill the entire page. There is absolutely no need to fill the entire page. It is okay if you have doodled one or two small drawings, and it's okay if you have doodled even one small drawing, it still counts. You showing up for yourself and drawing something actually counts and matters. So let's throw this idea out of the window that you need to fill the entire sketchbook or a sketchbook page. Yeah, you need to. Now, the part two, which I actually started doing, is instead of taking huge sketchbooks or drawing books, I have resorted to using smaller sketchbooks or smaller sketchbook sheets, and I've even started drawing on bookmark sheets. I started drawing on them because now it gives me less anxiety because there is less space to cover, and when I'm starting, I already know what kind of drawing I want to do. Even if there is some space left here or there, I'll just fill it with some doodles like star doodles or flower doodles, this and that, and I would be done with my drawing. Now I don't have to sit and think about I need to fill this entire page. So these are the two things that you can start doing. Like, let's normalize having small artworks or small doodles on a single page. Point number three, I stopped rushing my strokes. Now, this is again a very common mistake that I, as a beginner artist, still does is, we all have seen all those tutorials, all those art videos that we get, especially the short videos that we get on Instagram or on YouTube or on Pinterest, every single where on social media. And we see those people drawing or giving strokes. Their strokes are very fast and very accurate as well. So I had this habit, whenever I used to draw something, I had this habit of giving fast strokes, and somehow the strokes didn't used to land as they used to, because I'm being very fast, being very reckless and aggressive with my strokes. So these lines wouldn't fall as I wanted to, and I used to again get very irritated and agitated that I'm not able to draw properly. What am I doing? What am I not even able to draw a single line properly? But I missed the most important point, that these videos are fast paced. Because these are short videos or even the lengthy tutorials, the long form tutorials, nobody is actually going ahead and showing you how they draw each stroke with the actual time frame. All these are fast forwarded one, fast paced one. So that's the reason you see them giving such sharp and fast strokes, and you think that that's how they are drawing, and you want to try and imitate that, and again sit with broken heart or feeling discouraged. So guys, let's stop this. If you are someone like I am, so let's stop it, because I have stopped it and now I can see a proper difference. Where if I'm drawing an eyebrow, if I'm drawing an eyelid, if I'm even drawing a proper shape or a circle, now I take my time. I'm not rushing into drawing those. And I wouldn't say that now my line art is perfect, I'm getting a perfect straight line. No, but it is much better than it used to be. It has also helped me realize about the control, right? The pace at which you should be drawing, because when you're drawing a bit slower, you have nice control over your shapes and over your hand, so you are able to draw properly, you're getting better shapes. This is the biggest lesson that I've learned, to control your pacing. Yeah. Now, the fourth point, I stopped waiting for inspiration. I think this is very common amongst everybody. It doesn't have to be a beginner, it could be a seasoned artist, it could be a mid level artist. I think everybody does this is, I'll draw when I'll get inspired, I'll draw when I'm in the mood. And this is the kind of loop that you get into, and you don't actually draw. You would just be delaying your art sessions. How I know? Because I have done that. I literally procrastinated my art journey for 3 total years. And if you want to see about my journey and how it was, then I've already created and dropped a video on my channel. You can just watch it. I might be linking it to this video, or would be dropping in the description box below, so that you can go ahead and reference and see how my journey was with art. I would say it was not easy. So I know when I'm saying this, let's not wait and sit for inspiration. Even if art is just your hobby, just go ahead, set 10 minutes aside in your daily routine for art sessions and commit to it. And I'm telling you, the difference is huge, and you will see the difference, because now this 10 minutes has become part of your daily routine, has become a habit where like after work, before work, between your work, 10 minutes are 10 minutes, you can just gather 10 minutes at a time, and now you have this routine where you are for sure going ahead and drawing something and doing something for yourself which gives you joy. So just to state it out simply, let's reserve some time in our daily routine for art. It could be just 10 minutes or 15 minutes, and let's try to be committed to those 10 minutes and to our art. Now, point number 5, I stopped forcing myself into one art style. I think this is kind of a biggest mistake that we all as beginner artists has done it, or still do it, or somewhere in between. Because We see a lot of stuff online and we get inspired by all these different art styles that are there online. In my case it was mostly portraits. I've tried multiple times to get the portraits right, to draw real people, but I just can't get those face shapes properly, especially the manga characters. I used to love drawing manga characters, but unfortunately I think that I'm not there yet. So I'm like, I need enough practice in order to draw those drawings, but still I used to beat myself around that I'm not able to draw this. Maybe I'm not made for it. Maybe I'm not good for it. And I used to just get disheartened a lot. I think I was in a pretty rush to have my own art style without actually even trying out different art styles. And later, when I realized my biggest trap, I started exploring different art styles more. I started exploring urban sketching or urban drawings. I started exploring cartoon styles more, the chubby cartoon styles. And I realized I'm actually good at chubby cartoon styles instead of those manga characters where I'm just not able to get the proportions proper or the face structures proper. And I do have time to go ahead, learn and experiment more on that. But currently I am good at drawing all these cartoon drawings, chubby cartoon drawings, and I started drawing those more, which actually gave me a boost of happiness and a boost of confidence that yes, I can draw some art styles and I can't draw some art styles, and the ones I can't, I will work on myself. But as of now, for today, I am good at what I'm drawing and at what level or stage I am with. So this is how I stopped forcing myself into one art style, and you could too. Just explore as much as you can. There are lots and lots of things out there, lots of art mediums, art styles. You just have to go out there, experiment whatever your eye catches, and see if you're good at it or not. And if you're good at something, just don't leave it. Try to do it more often so that you get better at it, and then maybe you can switch on to another part or into another learning when when you have a confidence that you're good at one art style, so that you don't feel disheartened as I felt. I think at the end of the day, art is supposed to be your space to breathe, create, and just to be yourself. It is not a place to get social anxiety. If you're just stuck in any of these five traps, then take a deep breath and give yourself permission to stop forcing it. Let's learn to let go of this perfectionism and actually enjoy this creative process. Hit that subscribe button to join our artist community and let me know in the comment section which of the 5 habits you're stopping to do today. I'll see you in the next chapter. Until then, bye.